Good morning and happy Friday. I am so excited to share another morning of gratitude with you. If you have been following along this week, we have dove into a few different gratitude practices. If you haven't, those are available on the replays. But today we are going to touch on a few different ways to practice gratitude and maybe figure out what way works best for you. So, gratitude is a practice of bringing our awareness to the present moment, to what we already have, coming out of this energy of wanting more, maybe a lack of or a scarcity mindset, into one of abundance. So, it brings us into the present moment with our awareness where we're able to look around and see all that we have and all that we can be thankful, appreciate, or be grateful for. So, oftentimes, when people first start off practicing gratitude, they might feel like it's performative or they might feel like it's forced. And that's okay. We all start somewhere. I started my gratitude practice really fortunately when I was in high school. My mom exposed me to this concept. And the first way that we practiced gratitude was with a jar. So you can do this in any way. You can do it with a coffee cup or a teacup. You can do it with a mason jar or anything that has an opening. It can be a bowl too. You can decorate it if you want. That was what got me into it. I loved crafting, so decorating a jar was really fun. And then we put different papers, or you can even just put post-it notes right next to it. And anytime you think of something that you appreciate, we had ours on our table, which made it easy because at breakfast time, we could say, I'm grateful for food, or I'm grateful for my mom, I'm grateful for my dad. And over time, the jar gets filled up. On days when you don't feel grateful or you find it hard to think of something to add to the jar, you can take something out of the jar and you can be reminded of things that you have been grateful for in the past and maybe you are still grateful for. So it'll bring that feeling back up. So that's the first way to explore and practice gratitude. If that's not something that appeals to you, a gratitude journal is one that a lot of people enjoy if you like writing. I've done this where I've kept it by my bed. And so right when I wake up, I'll start my day with a grateful heart and I'll write one thing or a few things that I'm grateful for. If the morning doesn't work for you, my husband cannot be grateful in the morning. It just does not work for his brain. But at the end of the day, the last thing that we like to think about is something that we're grateful for. So maybe that journal gets pulled out right before bed. You reflect on the day and say, today I was grateful for these few things. And again, on days when maybe nothing comes to mind, you can flip back through the pages and be reminded of all the things that you have been grateful for. So these are the two most common gratitude practices. For some people, these work really well. For others, they don't. So it's important to try them, see what works for you. I have found that neither of them actually work in my everyday life. And for me, I have started my practice to the point where it is more of a meditation for me. An awareness. It's an awakening of my awareness and a noticing. So because I have started practicing and deepening my mindfulness practice, anytime I become aware of something that I don't want, I want, or maybe I am feeling upset or like some negative feelings around, that's when I will pair it or I will notice that I am in an energy that I'm not the most fan of, I'm not a big fan of, and I will switch it. I will tell myself the opposite. So, for example, if I am cold and I don't like the cold and it's raining and I am miserable in the morning going to work, I'll flip that in my head. If I become aware of it, doesn't happen all the time, but when I do become aware of it, I'll flip it and say, wow, I am so grateful to have clothing that protects me from this. I'm so grateful that I'm on my way to work and they have heat there. I'm so grateful I have a home that I was able to sleep through this in. So I can flip that into the things that I can become aware of that I already have. instead of fixating on what I don't like or what I want to change, but it might be out of my control and I can't change. So these are just a few ways to practice gratitude. I have 2 more practices to share with you all coming up here this weekend. So if you want to learn about a gratitude list or sharing gratitude, which in my opinion is one of the deepest ways to feel gratitude instead of it just maybe being performative or forced, that will be on Sunday, and our gratitude list will be tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining me this morning, whether you are with me live or watching the replay. It means so much to get to share these practices, these moments, and these ideas with you. So if you enjoyed this practice or if you have a gratitude practice, let me know down below how you like to practice most, or maybe when you notice gratitude the most. I'd love to know. If this video was supportive to you, give it a thumbs up so that I know that you found some sort of gratitude or mindfulness or just meaning in this. And I would love to know. So I will see you tomorrow for some more gratitude practices.